Peace, family. I'm going to do this video about the Freedmen Bureau Act. This is an act signed into legislation by Abraham Lincoln. This was such a popular act, he was assassinated a few days after signing this into law. I don't understand why people today still go back to the Freedmen Act as some type of path for black economics and black prosperity. But there are things that you can just see and listen to, and it just either resonate with you in a positive way or a negative way. When I first heard about this legislation, it screamed, stay away from this. The Freedmen Bureau Act was designed to so-called reset the recently freed black people. Give them schools, hospitals, teach them economics, and other various things. The problem with the Freedmen Act is this. You have Africans that was enslaved for almost 300 years. The enslavement of our people was legalized by the same people who was trying to institute this now Freedmen Bureau Act. The same people who said that blacks were less than human. The same people that made murder of our people not even a misdemeanor is now going to make a new path for blacks. Here you had Africans that have been pit against each other while the profiteers profited. It was divided for hundreds of years, enslaved, raped, lynched, sodomized. And now you're going to, these same people who forced them to build this system is now going to create a new system for them to so-called reset themselves. Let's focus on that word, reset. How do you reset people who've been enslaved for almost 300 years? None of this reset restores their original language, their original culture, their original spirituality, their original practices. None of it. This reset is going to acclimate them or get them accustomed to functioning in a system by choice that they were forced to build. This is the Freedmen Bureau Act. And again, I cannot understand how anybody of African descendancy could even look at this and think that this was a good idea. Not a mention of independence, not a mention of self-determination, not a mention of ownership and control. So I don't care how many schools, how many hospitals, how many other institutions they was going to build. The same people that governed over our enslaved are going to be the same people governing over this system here. This act was initiated in 1865. It never came into fruition because, like I said, they assassinated the president days after this. So what system has black people been living up under ever since? The same system we're living up under right now. The Freedmen Bureau Act would not have taught our people anything different than what this current system teaching us now. So even if Abraham Lincoln had not been assassinated, the results would still be the same for our people. If we're going to reset the recently freed slaves, then you have to equip them with the characteristics consistent to their culture prior to their enslavement. Let me say this. This Freedmen Bureau Act was at the most, it was a continuous money grab. And this is just to free slaves and then to teach them to function by choice in the economic structure that they were forced to build, while these same people still profit off of our enslavement. Now they're going to continue to profit off of our liberation. There will be no free men up under this Freedmen Bureau Act. I guarantee you. It is not until black people develop their own independent means to establish their own existence and sever the dependency to this system. Without the dependency, there is no racism. Without dependency, there is no seeking permission or allowance. We have got to get to the point where we are determining and making decisions on our own course of life. No Freedmen Bureau Act is ever going to do that. We have to do that for ourselves. I don't care if it's 158 years ago or 2,000 years from today. If we don't get our minds wrapped around building and doing for ourselves, we will continue to be perpetual slaves in this system. And I for certain am not going to sit back and watch us do that. Ashe.